The inevitable is about to happen. The inevitable is about to happen. Nicolas Jackson, the player that divides opinions in the Chelsea fan base. It appears that his days are all but over, just about over, as a Chelsea Blue, with Newcastle knocking, banging down our door and saying, "Guys, please, can you all give us a striker?" I mean, we've just been having doors slammed in our face all summer long, and we're just tired right now. Please, can you just throw Jackson our way? Guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. Is the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to mighty 2,000 subs. 2,000. Let's jump right in. Nicolas Jackson, the man who divides the Chelsea fan base. You either like him or you don't like him. You hate him or you don't hate him. You either have hair or you don't have any hair. Such a frustrating player, man, for me, because 90 to 95% of the time, I mean, this player is on point, right? I mean, one thing about, Jackson is you never will, question his drive, his desire to work hard for his team. He's always there with his lunch pill, just ready to roll up his sleeves and go to work, right? I mean, that's the beauty about Jackson. He's a player that's going to run his socks off for his team, chase every lost cause. I mean, right? His attitude is just pretty much like 99% of the time is on point. Like I said, 99, because that 1%, that's what just splits the fan base. Because, I mean, whereas Jackson does everything brilliantly, and you can look at all the stats and whatnot, he's up there. He is up there in terms of all of the stats that have to do with running, with chasing, with creating, with helping his team in any way, necessary, right? All the way till it comes down to that one vital stat of sticking the ball in the back of the net. And that's where Jackson has just kept on, coming up short. He's been our main striker for the last 2 years, and his numbers, right? Just given his background. Obviously, we got him from Villarreal just a couple of years ago, and in fairness to Jackson, he wasn't really a striker. It was more or less a winger. And then late in the season, their main striker got injured. The manager then shifted him to the main, the main striker role, and he went on ahead and scored, I believe, 6 goals in the last 7 games. And as they say, for better or worse, the rest became history. Chelsea paid roughly around £30 million for his services, and he has helped us, right? Because before Jackson arrived at Chelsea, we finished 12th in the league. We finished 12th. I mean, our main man was Havertz, but Havertz was like injured half of the season, and I believe in that season our actual leading striker, our leading goal scorer was Jorginho with 7 goals in the Premier League. Of his 7 goals, 6 of them were penalties. Ooh, that was rough. Those were some really dark times. 12th, and so Jackson arrived on the back of that horrible season, and we finished 6th, and he had, I believe he had about 14 Premier League goals, 14 or 15 Premier League goals. Then had another like 4 assists. He had about a GNA of around like 19 or 20 GNA in his first season, which was brilliant. It was brilliant. Just, especially given the fact that he doesn't take any of our, penalties. And that season, Palmer scored a lot of goals, at least 7 or 8 goals in terms of his goals came from PKs. So had Jackson been our main PK man, Jackson most likely would have scored over 20 Premier League goals in that his first season. So it was a very good output for us. Now the next season, obviously, during the summer, Mikel came down hard on Jackson and basically said, listen, Jackson needs help. That's literally what he was saying. He was not saying that Jackson needs to be sold. No, he said Jackson needs help. He needs help. He needs a seasoned striker to sort of show him walk, so he can learn how to be the main man. And at that point in time, we were trying to go for Osimhen, but fate would I have it, the Osimhen deal, fell apart late in the window, and we ended up with pretty much just Jackson as our main and pretty much only man. And he started the season well, I believe by Christmas. Jackson had probably had scored if not 10 Premier League goals, so almost 10 Premier. He was on track for like a 20 goal season. Then the goals just dried up for like 2 months. It dried up for 2 months in the month of December and January. I believe he may have just scored like just 1 goal. It's just something really dry. And then just as the winter window closed in the first week of February, then Jackson got injured, and he pretty much missed almost the rest of the season. I believe he came back late in the season. He came back just in time to go ahead and grab that red card against Newcastle. Almost derailed our top 4 push. Somehow Chelsea, we managed to go ahead and finish top 4 with no striker for like half of the season. And obviously Jackson, rather than showing some sort of growth in terms of maturity, what it was he just went ahead and grabbed one more red card in USA. And so I guess enough is enough in terms of Chelsea bosses, in terms of Maresca, and Chelsea, we're gonna put our money where our mouth is, and what it is we went ahead and went out and grabbed not just Delap, but also went and slapped João Pedro on the top of Delap. And that pretty much slammed the door shut. That all but slammed the door shut on Jackson's Chelsea career. And so here we are, where Newcastle is just happens to be on the other side of the table, having come up short in pretty much almost every deal this season, apart from what's the winger from Forest. They've pretty much lost out in every target. So what is the deal? Well, the deal is Jackson has been valued at £80 million. He's been valued at £80 million, and Newcastle pretty much bid just about £80 million for Sesko. So like we know what they can do, and in terms of stats, both Sesko and Jackson have similar statistics. However, Jackson is actually proven in the Premier League. I mean, does he have some polishing to be done in his game? Yes. Is he still growing? Is he only 24? Does he have room for growth? Is he still growing? The answer is yes, yes, and yes. So this player for me should be going in and around 80 million pounds plus or minus about 5 mil, right? I mean, it shouldn't. I mean, worst case deal, like Jackson should not be sold for 1 penny less, and I mean an absolute worst case, 1 penny less than 70 million pounds, fixed, fixed, right? And so that's just the way that I see it, because if Newcastle does not meet Chelsea's valuation, then guess what? We don't really have much to lose here. The player only costs us 30 million. His wages aren't terribly high. Obviously, I mean he has very good wages, but they're not they're not like Raheem Sterling 300K a week type wages. So yeah, it's a player that that we can hold on to our player, and as it stands right now, we still just only have two strikers. So is there room for Jackson at Chelsea? Is there a need for Jackson? Yes and yes. But at the same time, if a massive offer comes in the 70+ million pound range, is that a deal that Chelsea should take? For me, yes. We should jump on that deal if the deal is there. And that's how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel. If you guys, don't want Jackson to go, perhaps you feel like there's still some hope that that he can become the next Drogba. Well, please go ahead and leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. Peace.